Well, I've heard that they jammed up the bridge there.
New Jersey.
Governor Christie.
The bridge was closed.
Governor.
George Washington Bridge.
Christie.
George Washington Bridge.
New Jersey has been hearing these words a lot lately. But how has this situation played outside of New Jersey? The Star-Ledger traveled to New Hampshire, the first stop of any presidential hopeful, to see what the locals thought about the situation.
I was shocked by it because I know he's done a lot for New Jersey, and he always came across as a pretty straightforward guy. And now this kind of contradicts everything he's all about as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I think he is who he is. I think he doesn't make any bones about it. Personally, I don't think he would do something so petty.
And if the allegations are true, it's the pinnacle of inside horse trading, so to speak, and misuse of authority of an elected official. It's a great disservice. It's everything that the Founding Fathers would abhor.
I just think it's kind of childish, but especially for them to do that, I mean, really, what is that getting accomplished, you know? I just think this will ultimately hurt his presidential chances. That's what I think it will come down to.
It is important who you appoint, and I don't think people realize that as much. It's just like the president with the vice president. The vice president tells a lot about the president, so your assistants and who you're surrounded with are going to tell a lot about you as a person.
If he did know, and then he is in turn not telling us the truth about it, that would significantly change what I think.
I think he did do a fairly good job trying to recover from it, but at the same time it does speak wonders of his aides. I mean, just thinking in terms of New Hampshire, would you really, if he was president and the governor of New Hampshire, for say, didn't really approve of Chris Christie, would we want to be in a situation where perhaps we could suffer reprisals from that? So it's something to think about, although in my opinion, I think it's more of a one-off thing. I don't really think that this is something abnormal, and I don't think it's something the Christie campaign really was involved in. I would say in a short list of people who would definitely strike as a major contender in the 2016 election.
I don't think it's something that will affect his candidacy. You know, I think people that understand and know what he does, they realize it's, you know, things happen even though he's in charge, he can't necessarily control everybody every minute.
I had read that he could be considered a bully. Now I'm maybe more inclined to think that that might be the case than I was before. I would think that it would be a hard thing for him to completely get away from, and he can apologize and apologize, but it did happen on his watch.
You know, if it was out of spite, I think he has a lot of explaining to do why he didn't know, and, you know, to clean up his office and make sure this doesn't happen again. It's certainly unacceptable. But, you know, it depends on who else is in the field. But I'd say I'd definitely consider him. Okay. And again, there's a long way to 2016.